Hey everybody, welcome back to Idiot-Proof Cooking. Today I'm going to be making what I would consider the epitome of idiot-proof recipes, banana bread. It's almost impossible to screw up. You take a couple of near rotten bananas, you mash them up, throw some other junk in there, and you get an awesome loaf of delicious sweet bread out of it. My mom used to make this all the time when I was a kid. That and pumpkin loaf, which, as a side note, is a great idea for another episode. But anyways, she would make banana bread like all the time, and I remember as a kid thinking like, this stuff is so good, it must be hard to make. Well, I was wrong. It's actually really easy to make, and I'll show you how to do it. So, without any further ado, let's get into it, and I'll show you how to make some awesome banana bread. Alright, let's get this started. So one of the key ingredients in banana bread is bananas. I know, shocking, right? So anyways, get yourself 3 or 4 overly ripe bananas. And this is a really handy recipe to have because, you know, if you have bananas that you didn't eat and they're starting to go bad, it's a perfect excuse to make some banana bread. So get 3 or 4 of them and break them up into smaller bits like you see I'm doing here, because what we're going to do is get either like a fork or a potato masher and mash this up into a fine paste. Keep mashing it until you get rid of all the larger chunks of banana. You want it to be fairly smooth. And then grab yourself a half cup of melted unsalted butter, pour it in. Then go get yourself 2 large eggs and damn it, come on Will. Don't do that. So anyways, get yourself 2 large eggs, crack them into the mixture. And if you do get some shells in there, make sure to pull them out like that. So crack the second one in and then mix this all together until it's good and combined. Once that's all mixed in together, go get yourself your vanilla paste or vanilla extract and pour in a teaspoon. Now, I've said in a previous video that I prefer the taste of the vanilla paste better than the vanilla extract. I mean, at the end of the day, they're both going to work for you, but I would suggest trying the vanilla paste. I think it has a better taste to it. So let's talk about the dry stuff now. Get yourself 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of white granulated sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of kosher salt, and finally a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Pour those all in together into a bowl and whisk them together. Once they are whisked, get your wet ingredients, pour them in with the dry ingredients, and then go get like a spatula or a wooden spoon and stir these all together until they're good and combined. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is adding in additional toppings. I'm going to be using a cup of raisins and putting it in. Now, a lot of people have strong opinions about raisins, but I personally think they go really well in banana bread. I think it complements the flavor really well compared to something like a chocolate chip, which has a stronger flavor and kind of overpowers the banana taste. At the end of the day, it's banana bread, not chocolate chip bread, so I think the strongest flavor should be the bananas after all. So after that, go get yourself your loaf pan like you see here and spray it down with some cooking spray. Then slowly and carefully pour your batter into the pan. Keep making sure not to spill it. I spill all the time and it's a real pain in the ass, let me tell you. As you can see, I did spill a little bit on the side of the baking pan there. So anyways, with your spatula, smooth it out until it's nice and even, and then preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake this for 40 to 50 minutes until you can insert a toothpick in and it comes out clean. After 48 minutes in the oven, mine came out looking like that, and it is gorgeous looking and it smells awesome too. So carefully extricate it from the loaf pan and let it cool down for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, until you're ready to slice into it. So after an hour and a half, I'm ready to cut into it. So grab yourself your bread knife and cut yourself off a piece. I always like going with the end piece first because it's nice and crispy on the outside. So take a look at the inside of this here. Like, look at the raisins in there. Oh man, it just smells so good. I can't wait to try this. So what else would you put on banana bread besides warm butter? And give yourself a good coating there. Let's go in for a taste test. And oh yeah, that is really good. Tastes like something my mom would make, actually. Oh my god, the raisins are perfect in there. I know people like chocolate chips, they maybe like walnuts, and people have strong opinions on raisins. But honestly, they just complemented it so well. It just went perfectly with this banana bread. It was so good. But that's the end of the episode, like always. If you liked the video, drop me a comment. Maybe you're one of those people who really hates raisins. Let me know about it in the comments. Or like the video, maybe even subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching Idiot-Proof Cooking. We'll see you again soon.